Greetings and gratitude to all life forms and life workers. Welcome. I'm going to begin with the power thought or affirmation. I will learn to finish what I start. Another way to phrase it, I will find completion in all my endeavors. Phrase it however you would like. This is your affirmation to go off of. So welcome. I'm the Third-Eyed Lion. This is a video meant for those who are interested in this birthday, who's interested of all the birthdays, or who just would like to learn more about all the archetypes. I welcome you. I appreciate your time here. I'm the Third-Eyed Lion. I will be using the Encyclopedia of Birthdays by Teresa Chung and the Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards by Izzy Ivy. These are going to be references. I'm going to extrapolate my own information from them. So you are the archetype of early development. When you were a child, did you learn to read or walk or speak earlier than the development cycle of an average child? Were you someone who did things earlier than you should? Did you ever skip a grade? Were you ever pushed along in any extracurricular activities? Were you that one freshman who was on varsity when everyone else was on JV? Are you able to understand that your natural archetypal energy is faster development, quicker understanding, precognitive perception is a natural gift for you? These are all within your archetype energy and are here. If they don't work for you, if anything I say doesn't quite apply, your own free will does supersede any zodiac or destiny that's been written by someone else. So let your free will overtake and leave what doesn't work for you behind and take what does. So in love, have you noticed that big adventure, that big flirtation, that all of those people around you, this happens. You're a natural source of attraction, but sometimes you have a temper. Sometimes you explode over some small things. It's important for you to just be more calm, to learn to detach from your anger. When that anger happens and you get mad, what you going to do? How are you going to better deal with it? And instead of lashing out on someone who loves you and that you love, how can you channel this anger, channel this fury in a way that is more constructive, more productive than just raging instead of ranging? See, we all have this mental farm or range, a huge open space. But when we rage, the walls come in, the whole thing grows on fire, and we start to panic because we're not able to be in ourselves. But in that moment when that anger starts bubbling and you feel it inside, find some techniques, find something that works on the love of yourself and the love of the other so you don't lash, because that is a big thing that you might want to be aware of, is lashing out. So at your greatest challenge is learning to control your emotions. Are you really happy? Are you really excited about what's going on? Have you noticed that other people may not be? And your excitement or happiness might be causing some issues? Doesn't mean you have to totally change what you're doing. Just to be aware that every emotion is both positive and negative. Anger can be positive, it's not always negative. Happiness can be very negative, it's not always positive. So look into these things, learn more about emotions, and try to understand that your emotions may not be the same as others. So I'm going to give you some labels at the dark side or light side. Leave the ones that work, and so take the ones that work, leave behind the ones that do not. At your best, you are gifted, but you're also immature. You're undisciplined, but you're enthusiastic. You're restless, but you're intelligent. I'm going to add a few more. You are dynamic, but boring. You're energetic, but sleepy. You have this energy, but you also feel like sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have the maturity, but others perceive that you don't. The perceptions are just that. Everyone has a different way to perceive, and don't take them personally if you think they're negative. And if you think they're positive, other people, those could be negative traits to them. So you naturally, in your teens or early childhood, you picked up stuff really quick. You have a natural talent for adapting, learning, and finding your knack or niche within other things that other people may say is past their sell-by date is long past expired. No one cares about it. You can rejuvenate it, bring life back to it is a natural trait you have. But be aware of any artificial energy of going too fast, of forcing yourself and not letting it happen in its own way. You need to learn a discipline of work ethic, because sometimes you just overwork and or you underwork, and it's good to find a discipline middle that supports you in both. You are a mover and shaker. You make things different by just being yourself. So uh, after or maybe even before the age of 24, you're going to see a turning point where more opportunities of emotional maturity and the early promise that you once had can be fulfilled. Some people might call you a wonderkin, or someone who knew more than what they should at a certain age. That doesn't always help us until we reach that age and where we're able to have our own cognizance of our reality. For career, it's public office, elective official, a scholar, a creator, somebody who uses their knowledge to help others, a teacher, a counselor, an academic, a healing professional. This could be an independent individual, someone who works for a greater healthcare system, an entrepreneur, and people who love the arts and culture and would like to monetize them in a way so they can continue for future generations. So your destiny, take this if it works and leave it if it doesn't, is to be patient, learn the importance of patience and dedication, and embody that for others, to show the world what patience and dedication looks like, to be that envoy, to be that first one through the door, and then the last one out of it, being able to know your own way. You're able to help people feel special around them. I don't believe anyone can make anyone feel anything, but you create an environment in which people make themselves feel special and they blame it on you because they don't want to give themselves that credit. That is a really powerful gift. But when people say, you make me feel some type of way, just think about, no, you really didn't. You just did what you did, and they felt how they felt, and they just blamed you because they don't want to take accountability for their own emotions. You're learning that as you gain more information on your emotions, as you learn more about emotions throughout your life. Okay? If you didn't already know, your sun sign's Aquarius. Your symbol is Mars the warrior. You're not afraid to stand up for what you believe, and you're not going to back down when your values are questioned, attacked, or belittled. Your favorable numbers are 1 and 9. Saturday, Thursday, especially when they fall on the 1st or 9th of the month. Sky blue, scarlet, red, and purple are your lucky colors. And your birthstone is amethyst. You have your own natural growth that some people may think is artificial, but it has this purity that only honest growth can have. But because you learn and grow faster than other people, people question it and think it's not real. Okay, I'm going to move on to the card. Happy birthday. You have unique gifts. You hold the code of the universe, the infinite space all around you. The gifts you have are only strengths if you choose to open them. If not, they just sit there. We all have gifts, but how can you learn, grow, read the instruction manual, write your own instruction manual, see these gifts that are unlike anything other people have? Most of humanity wants to compare themselves to others. Oh, this person did this, so that means I must do that. But you're unique. Your way of being is unlike others. The way that you perceive things is unlike others. So my affirmation for you is, I receive, open, and operate the profound gifts of cosmos within me. Or phrase that in another way that works better for you. I always like using a little more words than I need to in my affirmations. Or less, depends. Because that's my unique gift, is speech and how I speak. But what are your gifts? Have you learned them? Is your emotion a gift? Is your lack of emotion a gift? Is your ability to turn your emotion on and off your gift? But look inward, because you will see that this is within you. These powerful abilities that you've always had are never going to stop growing and improving. You just have to put that time and energy into making it better. If not, it will always just stay the same and flow down. But more energy you give up, you give in, and you learn through it, it will just rise and expand around you. So I welcome you into this new year of your life, and I hope that you have a profound and magical day.